the Jetstream from Tempest knives. Now, this is in D2 steel. This is the prototype. Casey Spiron over at Knives Fast had his table at Blade Show. Donnie B all day, and I dropped by to check out what he had going on. Donnie picked up one version of this. I picked up the other version. We loved it so much that we both pre-ordered one. Casey was good enough to send me the prototype to review, and he said, Scab, should we send it to Donnie? I said, Casey, Donnie's sick. You don't know when he's going to kick the bucket, and then nobody would get to review the knife. I think you should send it to me first. So that's what we did. Love you, Donnie. If you make it through the night, I'll send it to you to check out. Now, here's the deal. In all seriousness, that's what we did. Deep carry pocket clip. Love this leaf-shaped blade. Now, if you know anything about Casey, and if you don't, you should. Knives Fast. He's in the title. Go check him out. Knives Fast. He loves cars. You kind of see the cockpit of a plane here. His wheel is that hubcap. And the truth is this, in all seriousness, I am going to send this on to Donnie to check out. I think he would love it. I just wanted to go first. So, and thoughts and prayers are always going out to Donnie in his recovery, still recovering. I think he's had a couple scares. And so, brother, I love you, and we're praying for you. That being said, let's jump straight into this. This is the Jetstream. Now, here's the deal, guys. On these pocket knives, I know a lot of times people don't really check out my pocket knife reviews. You don't want to miss this one. Got a pretty good edge on it. I know several people have done reviews on it, so it's not a new edge. It's still got a pretty good edge to it. If I'd quit screwing it up. Here's the deal, guys. Now, I didn't strop this. I didn't do anything. But you can see that it's got a good little edge. Let's check it out. And let's do this. Let's use some printer paper. This has been through 3 or 4 people. Y'all can hear Megatron in there. She's suffering, still sick. So thoughts go out with her. That's going to have an edge that we can do anything in the world with. Now, let me say this too, and then we'll go outside. Typically, Casey will send me a novel the size of War and Peace on the knives. I've aggravated him so much he didn't send me shit on this one. So here's the deal. Casey, if you would, man, in the comments, list, I know that the D2 is not the production run steel. If you put the production run steel, man, that would be great. The thing with Casey's designs is this. They're cool looking, they're gorgeous, but they're functional as hell. Let's go outside, let's cut some stuff, let's have a good day. Here we go. The Jetstream by Knives Fast. All right, so a couple things, guys, that I didn't show you inside there. It's got a flipper button. You can open it like that. Traditional, old school, like that. My preferred way, honestly, is just a quick flip. It is a gorgeous knife. Again, I love the leaf shape. Now let's look at the handle. So right there, I can get full 4 fingers on it. I can choke up. I can come down. Take a look at the pocket clip. Casey is known. He is very particular about his pocket clips. I'm a fan of this one. I'll show you how it rides here in a second. Let's check something out. For all y'all that care about how it closes, and I know that detent matters to a lot of you. It's a really, really, really smooth knife. I love everything about it. Let's do a quick apple peel test. I was going to bitch about the apple, but I got it from the gate station, so what the hell can you expect? These things are terrible, man. They ought to do a survey on how many people die a year from gate station apples. It's really, really slicey, guys. Now, I would say this too, and I want to drive this home. A lot of times, I've seen reviews where people want to dog a knife, and the truth is it's not the knife's fault, it's just a lack of a skill set. I can tell you this, and I'm not saying I've got a good one, I'm a novice at best, but I can tell you one thing I like about Casey's designs. He makes knives that are very, very, very easy to use, ease of use, and you can see right there. Now again, I'm working on getting it in 1 peel. I think we got it in 3 or 4, but this thing is a slicey beast. All right, guys, while we check out the rest of the video and the rest of the cut, let me say this. There was a time in this country where 22 vets a day took their own lives. Now, stats are all over the place. The true numbers are 15 to 29. The vast majority are 50 and older, right? That's why here on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. Man, you have a place here. We're back to blue over here. We support Lil all. to the chagrin of many. And listen, I understand it and don't ask you to do it. My kid's in the academy as we speak. I have several friends that are in law enforcement. Are they all good? No. Are they all bad? Well, you know better. That's why we choose to support the good ones the best we can. And again, I don't ask you to do it. And how do you do it, Scabber? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you're an addict, never quit quitting. So let's just jump in right here. I believe the width of the blade, and I'm just going to pull you some specs, is 1.5 inches. It is 1.5 inches. It's super slicey. The blade length is 3.5 inches, and you've probably got 3 and 7/16 cutting edge. The inner grip, well, the handle, or closed, is 4.5 inches, and you've got an actual 4 1/8 that you can grip. You see the balance point there? It looks like a bolster lock or liner lock. Right there, it locks up really good. Now, here's the deal. Any knife you can sharpen up. What I have found with Tempest knives is this. Their OEM does a phenomenal job on the heat treat, right? It holds an edge very, very good. Why is that a plus? Well, it answers itself. If your knife can hold an edge a little longer, it keeps you in the fight. I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking about situationally, for as long as you need. If you are in a situation where you have to rely on this knife, and this is one thing that I absolutely adore about Casey's designs, you can do it. They look great. They'd go well with a suit, church, business meeting, whatever, but they are functional and they are tough. He puts a little bit of jimping here on the back of the blade. I think I showed you that earlier. It feels really, really good in hand. Now let's watch this real quick. This is steel belted sandblast hose, right? So if the heat treat's not done well, it'll eat and edge up with microchips, etc. So if a knife cuts, and this one does, and we show it cutting, you say, Scab, anybody can sharpen one up. That's a fact. That's a fact. You couldn't be more right if you tried. Part of the reason I do the demonstrations that I do is also this. How does it feel in hand? Well, I can tell you this. I carry this knife quite a bit, and I have. It's very comfortable in hand. Everything's rounded. There's no hot spots. I'm holding it right now. I don't feel that pocket clip. It does not interfere with my grip. I can get a great 4-finger grip on it. And when I reverse it to go in stabbing, if I want to stab something, my thumb covers the butt of the handle, and it's just very, very comfortable. Now, right here, guys, never baton with a pocket knife, please. That's not what they're made to do. I understand that. And if you do, make sure that you disengage the lock. We are a knife review channel, a knife demonstration channel. That is what we do. We are an actual use channel. Now, this piece of wood in particular is full of knots. So I wanted to baton it down in there. 1, to see if it did any damage to the edge. 2, to see if we messed up the lockup any. Now, someone would say, Scab, it gave. Yeah, I was hitting it with a stick. It's going to. I'm not testing that. I just wanted to see the overall build of the knife, if that makes sense, and it probably doesn't. Now, right here, I wanted to work on the edge a little more with some cardboard. Guys, it did. This knife does a phenomenal job. This is my favorite. This is my favorite Casey spiron knife design. I can tell you that right now. I'm going to strop it up. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to get ready to send it to DBAD. And again, guys, both Donnie and I pre-ordered these. We both bought these. These aren't just review samples. We have our own coming, and we are super excited. Now, I'm going to send it over to Donnie so he can give you the design part of it. I wanted to show you the function part of it. I hope you guys have a great week. I love you. God knows I do. God bless you. I hope he does. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son. Love you, Casey.